Only 5 countries in the world have executed juvenile offenders since 2005, and Iran tops that list. According to Human Rights Watch, out of 32 juvenile executions since then, Iran is responsible for 26. In its latest report, The Last Holdouts, the organization singles out Iran, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Pakistan, and Yemen for their execution of juveniles who had either committed a crime or were sentenced while under the age of 18. Among such juvenile convicts in Iran is 18-year-old Behnam Zare. At 15, he swung a knife during an argument with a man who later died from his wound. Ever since, Zare had been held in Adelabad prison in Iran's southwestern city of Shiraz. The website Human Rights Activists in Iran voiced his final pleas for his life.
I am a murderer. I regret. It was an accident. Human rights defenders, save my life. I want to live. I want to be free. Any minute I could be executed. I want to live. Save me.
But there was no savior for Zare. On the morning of August 26, he was executed. This comes on the heels of 9 regional and international human rights organizations a month ago strongly condemning Iran's juvenile executions. But just a week before Zare's execution, 18-year-old Reza Hijazi also was sentenced to death for a crime he committed at 15.
They see when someone is what's called baligh, when someone reaches the age of sort of Islamic maturity. So that's often 9 or 12 for women and 15 for males. And then at that age, then they become treated by the state as an adult.
Following the same Sharia law, Saudi Arabia executed at least 2 juvenile offenders in 2007. Judges, quote, have the discretion to impose the death sentence on children from puberty or 15 years, whichever comes first. The Sudanese child law is similar to Saudi law. However, it is the rising number of unregistered births that makes it difficult to prove the age of juvenile offenders at the time of the crime, where at least 4 juvenile executions have taken place since January 2005. Similarly, Pakistan executed 1 in 2006, while Yemen reportedly executed 1 in 2007. That earns Iran the top spot for having the highest number of executions overall and for being the only executioner of juvenile offenders this year.
We've often criticized Iran for execution of minors, and unfortunately there hasn't really been much progress.
As of 2008, more than 130 Iranian minors are awaiting their death sentence, but human rights groups say that number could be much higher.